In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make this 3D sketch. First, I'll Control Tab back to my other document. And to make it easier, I want to hide this solid body. So I'm going to come up here to the feature tree, expand solid bodies, click on my solid body and hide it. So now what we want to do is create a 3D sketch all the way around this. And again, this is an exercise in your patience. So I'm going to come up here to the sketch ribbon, choose the drop down arrow and then select 3D sketch. I'm going to use my mouse gestures to activate the line tool, and at first it might be a little tricky to start, so I'm just going to rotate around so I can see one of these lines easily. We're essentially going to connect the dots, so I'm going to click here, move across, click here, I'm going to drop straight down. I'm going to hold my middle mouse wheel and rotate around, because what we want to do now is come across in the diagonal, straight across that line, back up, cross on that diagonal, and down, and we want to pay attention to what we're doing. And this is a trick with 3D sketching. I'm going to stop there because I've messed it up, and it's easy to mess it up if you're not paying attention. So when it starts to look odd, stop and check it. So this line's wrong, I'm just going to click it and delete it. This line is wrong, I'm going to click and delete it. So I want to activate line again. I want to come up here, come straight across, down on the angle, across, and just keep following this pattern. And every now and again you're going to need to push your middle mouse wheel, rotate around, check that everything is as it should be. Alright, so don't hesitate to keep checking it. If there's an error, push escape. Alright, and that line's wrong, so I can delete it. If I look at it, what I should have had, just activate line, was a line from here to here. So I've corrected that, and I'm going to keep going. The other thing I notice, I'm going to push escape. This line's blue, and this is going to happen to you. Don't panic. Try not to get frustrated. So I'm going to select its endpoint, hold Control, select this endpoint, and I'm going to make them coincident. Okay? If it's over-defined, I've added a relationship I didn't mean to. Likely this perpendicular here, or one of my along X, Y's, or Z. So I'm going to select that one and delete it. It's still over-defined, so then I'll select this perpendicular and I'll delete it, and then we're good. So once again, I'm going to activate line. I'm going to start here, come down, across, up, across, down. Just keep following this pattern and rotating around. Make sure you see it clearly. Don't hesitate to push escape to stop creating lines and have a look. Patience is a virtue. So I'll activate line again, and I'm just going to continue going around my part until it looks like this. So take a minute once you've connected all the dots and make sure there's no issues. Rotate around, have a good look at it. You might even want to consider exiting your sketch and saving, because our next step is to add a fillet. So I'm going to activate sketch fillet. I'm going to make the size 120, and I'm just going to window select all this and release, and it's going to take a bit of time. I'll right click right away, so when it's done it'll exit the fillet. So it's done. I'm going to close fillet, have a look at it. Everything looks good. I'll exit that sketch, and in the next video we'll continue from there.